Hello Libra, and welcome to your Triple Cross reading with me for the month of May 2017. I'm new to the YouTube community, but I'm very excited to be reading for your sign. This is just a reminder that you can use this for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. And with all that said, let's begin your reading. Okay, so down the center, we've got the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Wands. As an obstacle or as a supporting card, we have the Judgment card. And this is a supporting card. I'll explain why in a moment. Okay, so we have you at the beginning of the month feeling with a lot of energy, dynamism, and vigor. But at the same time, there is an element here of introspection and rethinking things over. It's a card of reassessment and also a card of longing. So the wheel in the middle here indicates that you are in between these two states. The wheel goes up and down and up and down in a cyclical motion. So some days you feel more revitalized and other times you feel more introverted. Sometimes you feel more extroverted. So it's just a little bit of a up and down feeling. It's not necessarily bad. Sometimes we do need those moments where we retreat and reevaluate and reassess, and it's important to take those things into consideration. And it's also great to feel energized and uplifted. And the supporting card here, the Judgment card, says to me that this period of introspection and reassessment is leading you to new sense of spiritual renewal, of revitalized spiritual awakening. And this is great because you could be having this while out in nature, because to me the Queen of Wands is the ultimate female energy of being out in nature. And you could be a man. We all have a male and a female energy within us that just feels revitalized in spirit, in nature. So this is beautiful down the center. And in your root, or what's rocking the boat, as I like to call it, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Hierophant, or the Pope. So you have been working really, really hard and diligently to do the right thing, especially in a situation where the conversation has been tense, it has been conflicting, and the conflict is verbal. So what the cards are saying here is to walk away from the situation, because in the traditional Rider-Waite, we see a man that's trying to be victorious, trying to be heard, but in a very, very aggressive way. And the people in the background have already put their swords down. They have walked away. So the card here, the 5, is trying to tell you to be that person in the background and just walk away. Don't let anybody, Libra, that is trying to bring you down to a level that's lower tier, that's of a low vibrational frequency. You should just stand strong in your convictions and your beliefs of what is right. Say your piece by all means. The 8, there's a sense of balance here with the 4 and 4, because 4s are all about balance and having a good solid base. However, say your piece and be done with it. Let the person in in the foreground in the traditional Rider-Waite be the victor. They might think that they're winning, but in reality, they're not, because the person that screams the most in an argument is typically the one that's failing. So think about that if you are faced with this situation or any conversation that's difficult. Now, in your past, we have the King of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So we have just finished a Venus retrograde, and we're currently in a Mercury retrograde. So things from the past could have come back to you, something that didn't work out in the past. And once again, I'm going to mention the Rider-Waite deck, but you see 3 cups that have spilled over and 2 cups that remain, and that's the feelings that stay, even though a relationship of any kind, it could be love or a friendship. It's just a situation that didn't work out in the past, and it could have been with this person, another strong air sign, a Libra like yourself, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Or this could be you reevaluating, taking stock of that relationship that didn't quite work out and feeling nostalgic, because the Six of Cups is a nostalgia card. So it's either a person from your past, or you're thinking about the past with a sense of nostalgia, hoping for perhaps things that are no longer, or what could have been. However, for a percentage of you, there could be a reunion within this midst. So we'll see what else the cards have in store for you. In your crowning position, we have the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Temperance card. So, okay, so we have, I think whenever I see this, the 3, it's a great time to go out and socialize with groups of friends, of family, or any other groups that you're associated with. However, with all of these offers, there could be a sense of perhaps disorganization or imbalance. So the Temperance card is here to tell you to be temperate, to not be hasty with all of the yeses that you put through with these social events or meetups with various groups of people. It's telling you to be more selective with your time and with the people that you associate yourself with. And now, in your future position, we have the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords, so 2 tens. So there's something that's perhaps going into completion. It could be a project. It could be a project, I say, because we do have a Pentacles card here. However, whenever I see the 10, I mean, it's just, what else could you want? It's emotional fulfillment, like something is definitely ticking the box for you. It could be with family, it could be with a friendship, or it could be in a long-term committed relationship, or just something that makes you truly, truly happy. And with that, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of just being happy with what you have, feeling like you don't need anything else other than what you have. So this is a great energy coming in for you. However, while we do have all of this abundance of emotions and finance, we have a feeling here of perhaps being exhausted. And this could be all of the yeses or all of the invitations that you're being given in your crowning position, as well as the Wheel of Fortune here of things going up and down and up and down. And while right now, starting the month, you do have the energy, you don't want to, in the middle of the month, go through perhaps exhaustion, mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, because that's what the 10 of Swords indicates. So you can mitigate that. It is a minor card, and all of the readings are here for us to know what the energies are around us so that we can be forewarned. Forewarned is forearms, as they say. So definitely focus on the stability here that you have emotionally and financially. And perhaps this also speaks of the people that are here are people that you can trust. However, there is a sense of exhaustion, and perhaps this could be linked to this situation at the root here of this argument, and could be connected to this king here, another air sign. And now in your ego position, we have the 7 of Swords, the Fool card, and the 10 of Pentacles. So you are truly looking out for yourself. That's what the 7 indicates to me with the Fool card. And you are not letting anybody into your life that is perhaps not looking out for you, if that makes sense. So you're looking out for yourself. You are going to a new path, a new direction that is looking towards stability. So you are trying to surround yourself with only people that will stay within your life in the long term. So you don't have room for anybody that's temporary anymore, and that is fantastic. And now into your environment or external to the situation, we have the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Devil card. And that's what was coming through here. Sometimes I think of things and I don't say them, and there's a reason why. The cards are telling me that you should not let people into your life that perhaps are not wishing you well. You're having some pretty strong cards here. So many 10s. You have the Queen of Wands and these beautiful major arcanas, Judgment and Temperance and the Fool. So you're starting with a very strong, positive, supported energy by the universe. These are 2 angelical cards for me, especially coupled with the Wheel. And sometimes people, when they see all of that strength and all of that vigor and tenacity, somebody that's vibrating at a lower frequency like we saw here, they might be envious of someone that just has it going on, someone that's so together like you are, Libra. And sometimes these people are tricky because they might say the right thing, or they might pose as something that they're not. So the devil in disguise, the devil wears many facades. And what the cards are suggesting that you do is to just watch the actions of this person. Is what they're saying and what they're doing congruent? Does it make sense? So that you can trust your intuition, because this also tells me that even though it's a Swords card, in the traditional Rider-Waite you do see the moon in the background, and that to me says use your intuition when making tough decisions, and do not let anybody into your life that doesn't wish you well. So that's great. Now in your hopes and fears area, we have the 9 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Star card. All right, so I'm getting this feeling that dreams during the month of May are going to be very important for you. So what I suggest that you do is that you keep a dream book nearby. So what I mean by that is to journal the dreams that you have every day in the morning. It's a really great exercise. especially if you're trying to decode what the universe is trying to let you know. They're sending you messages, and it's up to you to decode them, because this is a nocturnal card, and these two are cards of universal blessings and wisdom, hidden wisdom at that. So with that said, for those of you, because this is a card of sleeplessness as well, so I do want to address anybody that's suffering from insomnia. Sometimes when we have this, especially in your hopes and fears area, which is this one I'm talking about right now, if you have any fears, sometimes if we don't confront our fears, they grow stronger and stronger. So don't let them gain any strength. And how do you do that? Well, I find that writing down your fears and seeing them on a piece of paper reflected back at you gives you some power to identify what is actually troubling you. If you can identify the monster, you know how to combat it, right? So another thing that you could do, if you want, you can use, there's a beautiful two here with the two chalices, the two cups, but I typically like to use threes. There's a reason my channel is called Triple Tarot, because threes are very, very important in numerology and symbology. It's a very spiritual number, and if you could write 2 or 3 things down that you are very, very grateful for, you could combat this insomnia. It could help you out with that. So besides the obvious breathing techniques and meditation, practice gratitude. It opens your heart chakra and your crown chakra, and it brings things into alignment and into perspective. So that's just my little suggestion for you guys. I hope that helps. And now, as your outcome cards, we have the Emperor, the 2 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. All right, so in any situation, Libra, where you gave more than what was given to you, this could be in the work sphere, in the emotional sphere. 8s go like this. If you flip it around, it goes like that. I spoke about this with another sign. So there seems to be a pattern with a couple of signs here where, once again, if the 8 goes this way, it's the infinity sign, and it's very cyclical. And we were talking about cycles at the center of your reading, and that could be coming and going, and that sense of perhaps giving more and going on that upswing and then not receiving enough. So whatever situation it was where you weren't receiving what you were giving is leaving out of your life. And that is a good thing, because you're focusing on plans for your future, and you have now acquired the wisdom of what you really want in your life. And I mean, if you are single, this could be a very strong Aries that comes into your life. It could also be a mentor type, somebody that's older than you, perhaps a teacher, a parent, a grandparent, or someone that you admire and trust and has that tenacity to bring stability into your projects or the things that you hold dear for your future. And I mean, the 8 carries a lot of wisdom in it, and so does the Emperor. So you have some really, really wise cards at the end. So, I mean, doesn't get any stronger than the Emperor. So you end with this fiery burst of strength and courage to leave whatever you want to leave behind. The end of the month is ideal for that, and also to start planting seeds for your future endeavors. So that's great, Libra. I'm really happy to see that for you. I hope this has been helpful. If you feel like it has, please subscribe to my channel and give me a like. It would mean a lot. And if you wish to have a private reading with me, please visit tripletarot.com. I offer triple cross readings just like this one for only $30. I also have some other options on there for you to suit your needs. And with all that said, I'm wishing you a beautiful month, Libra. I will see you guys in June. Bye-bye.